to a podcast recording. Just in a cab on the way there. I'm definitely going to be late. The story of my life is I'm perpetually late to everything. Fingers crossed there's not too much traffic. I'll actually get there on time. And yeah, this is what it looks like going to a podcast. Or being a guest on a podcast, I should say. Every now and again, you have to treat yourself to a little treat, and my treat tonight is a mushroom and truffle risotto that I've made from scratch. This is legit. Just on my way to the gym. It's fucking freezing. It's 10 o'clock and it's still frost, which tells me it must be about -5. I don't like cold weather. I am a summer girly and was born in Australia, so the idea of having freezing cold hands and walking to the gym is not one that I'm particularly game for, but alas, here we are. You've got to keep moving, all those it. Today's been busy. I had my first meeting at 7:30 with a potentially new client in Dubai, which is super exciting. So we're just planning on going out to meet him in February. And then got loads of shit going on. Like, we've added loads of new features to the new Klowt platform. We are looking at adding benchmarking. So like pulling in viral content, and so you can benchmark against how well yours is doing and maybe learn a thing or two. We're going to hopefully be bringing in metrics soon, so you can like see how well your posts are performing. Anyway, thank God Paul, my PT, is actually very forgiving. And although he'll give me some shit when I turn up late, like he's normally all right with it. You'll probably notice I'm walking down the street and there's loads of cars next to me, and actually there's loads of people staring at me thinking I look really stupid. And I want to just make a point about not giving a fuck what strangers think. What matters is I'm sharing my message with you and I'm getting my point across. So if you're someone that knows they should be building their personal brand and knows they should be sharing content, more importantly knows they should be doing video content, why don't you start by just filming yourself walking down the street with some headphones in. I should be wearing headphones, which is why the sound is so fucking bad, I'm sorry. But film yourself walking down the road, talking into your camera, and get comfortable with the fact that all these people are driving next to you thinking that you look stupid. Because if you can get comfortable with that, your delivery is going to be better, your content's going to be better, your personal brand will improve as a result of it, and then you will get all the confidence that you need to get all the opportunities that you deserve. The only person that is stopping you from actually getting everything that you need and you want in your life right now is you, because you're worried about the opinion of strangers. Stop trying to be liked by everyone. You don't even like everyone. Buy stuff that brings you joy. These are my new slippers. Don't you just fucking love them? The giant teddy bears, and even better than that, the giant rainbow teddy bears. Buy stuff that brings you joy. These bring me so much joy. I've also got some for my kids too, because I'm a giant 5-year-old. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. I've just come back from a client shoot, which is awesome. Went really well. The client was great, he performed great. And when I say performed, I mean delivered his message really well. And now I've got about an hour before I'm on to my next client call, or rather next client virtual call, I should say, because that one I just did was in person. So I've got a bit of work to do before then. It's been a really good start to the week. I love it when we have productive Mondays. I feel like if you start your Monday right, you start your week right. This is the reality of what running a business is like. Everyone thinks it's like glamorous, but I've only just finished work and it's 8:37. That's a pretty standard day for me. And I haven't even got my kids today, which means that normally standard day for me would be like finish my work at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, but I would have had a break between 4 and like 7 because I'd have my kids. But today I didn't have my kids, they were with their dad, and I'm still finishing at like 8:30. And I think the thing is, I'm saying that and people are like, oh, you poor thing, you work so hard. Actually, I really enjoy working, and so working to 8:30 at night doesn't actually feel like a massive chore. Like, I just get lost in it. Like, I didn't even realize what the time was until I went to message my employee, and then was like, fuck, I can't message them because it's like 7:30, and it's not an urgent thing. I have a rule: if it's not urgent, leave people alone. I think there is this kind of misconception around entrepreneurship and running your own thing. It's like really glamorous and it's like all these wonderful things. The reality is you still have a boss, and your boss are your employees and your clients. If anything, they are a worse boss than an employed boss, because the buck has to always stop with you. I just wish people would stop glamorizing entrepreneurship, because it's fucking hard. I see so many things on like Reddit and Twitter. It's like, oh, quit your job and stop making other people rich and work for your damn self. I'm like, that's great, but not everyone can work for themselves. And encouraging people to work for themselves who haven't got the resilience and the ability to handle stress and the willingness to get up every single time they get knocked down. And trust me, you get knocked down a fuck ton when you run your own business, because everything is your fault. Even if it's not your fault, even if you had nothing to do with it, it's still your fault. And so it can be really hard to get back up again, but you have to, because what other option do you have?
Good morning. It is Wednesday and I've got the worst flyaways. What is going on here? It is Wednesday. I'm just heading into the office. I've got loads of shit today. I've got a podcast recording. I did a podcast yesterday. This is 2 this week, and a couple of the reviews internally with some of the team. And then I'm going to meet Lara Acosta for dinner. So excited. We met on LinkedIn. She's an amazing LinkedIn person. You should go check her out. We've never met in person, so we're gonna have dinner. So I'm super excited.
Today we are recording a podcast with Oana, who has come to see us in person. I'm going to record the branded podcast because we're relaunching it. So this is the setup. Hi, Oana. Hello. Ollie's setting up the podcast. So yeah, looking forward to it. You know you've been at work too long when the light goes off because you haven't moved. Oh my god, the other one went off. Fuck's sake. Okay, so this is a good cake that you've all made. Well done. So you want a slice, yeah?
Yeah.
You made red velvet cake with cream cheese frosting. That's what pays when you used to have a baking business. Just whip up a red velvet. I actually don't want cake. I just cut myself a slice, but what I actually want is tutti frutti grapes and some pineapple and tahini, which is the most underrated flavour combination, I think, of all time. So we'll save that cake later. Tahini. Pineapple. Chef's kiss. What were you doing, Danielle?
I don't know.
Can you just show me again, please?
I don't know.
Please. What are you doing?
Exercising.
Why do you do that?
To work out.
Why do you shake your hand?
Because then it tells me that I've done my steps for the day.
This is the fitness influencer, everyone.
You can't call me out like that on public.
Okay, so fault blame, different. If I stabbed you, it would be my fault that I stabbed you, but it would be your problem to go and fix it.
Yeah.
Like, if you just stood there and was like, well,
It's
this
not
isn't
my
my fault.
fault.
Exactly, you'd be dead. So, it doesn't matter. If someone does something to you, it's not your fault, but it's still your problem. Right?
Yeah.
Correct. That's the point I was making. Have we got crazy slippers?
Yeah, they're the same.
What have they got on them? Show me.
Multicolours.
But what are they?
Bears.
What are you going to call them?
This one's called Dancer.
Dancer.
And this
Prancer.
And this one's called Rainbow.
What should I call my slippers?
Twinsy twins.
Twinsy slippers. And we have got twin slippers.
Yeah, they're twins. So yours are mama slippers.
And yours are the baby slippers.
No, they're the children's slippers.
And I've got a question for you, Harlow.
Yeah.
Do you think people should do what makes them happy and makes them smile?
Yeah.
And do these make you smile?
Yeah.
There you go. You heard it from a 7-year-old. Buy yourself some bear slippers.